In this session, we will discuss causal and non-causal signals from Unit 1 of Signals and Systems. Very important definition, very important short answer question also. Let us define what is causal and non-causal signals for both continuous time signals and discrete time signals. So, let us see for continuous time signals, continuous time signal. As you know that what is the continuous time signal? X of t. So let us see how it is defined for continuous time signal x of t. If x of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0. See, if x of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0, so then it is called causal signal. It is called as causal signal. Very simple definition. So examples of this case will be, for example, if you take u of t. So for example, say t into u of t. So let us see both these, etc. You can draw many examples of this kind. For example, if you take u of t, how to draw u of t? So u of t, as you know that this is 0. So you can see that, so this is x of t or u of t. So you can see that x of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0. So therefore what kind of signal this is? This is causal signal. For example, if you draw t into u of t, as you know that how to draw t into u of t. So this, since the signal exists only for t greater than 0 and the signal is 0 for t less than 0, which kind of signal this is? This is causal signal. So we can draw many examples like this. So when we solve problems, we see many examples. Remember that if the signal exists only for t greater than 0, so then it is called as causal signal. So let us see the second one. If x of t is equal to 0 for t greater than 0, or if x of t exists for both positive and negative values of time, that means if x of t is equal to 0 for t greater than 0, or if x of t exists on both sides of time scale, values of time, then it is called anti-causal or non-causal signal. So these definitions are very important when we solve Laplace transforms. So we will see with the example of this what is the definition actually when we solve examples. So similarly, for discrete time signal, let us say the definition for discrete time signal in the similar manner. Discrete time signal. What is discrete time signal? Is represented with x of n. See, number 1, if x of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0. What is the meaning of this equation? That means x of n exists only for positive values of n, and x of n is equal to 0 for negative values of n. So therefore if x of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0, it is called causal signal. It is called as causal signal. Similar to continuous time signals, if x of n is equal to 0 for n greater than 0, or if x of n exists for both positive and negative values of n. If x of n exists for both positive values and negative values of n, it is called anti-causal or non non-causal signal. Non-causal signal. So let us see these cases with some of examples, very simple definitions. So we have to write these things in short answer questions. Let us see the examples one by one. Let us see this question. Find which of the following signals are causal or non-causal. Let us see these examples. First, question number A, x of t is equal to e power 2t into u of t minus 1. So let us see what kind of signal this is, causal signal or non-causal signal. Let us draw the diagram of this. So let us draw the diagram of this. So as you know how to draw this basic signal, this because of multiplication with u of t minus 1, this signal starts at t is equal to 1. So at t is equal to 1, if you substitute the value is, what is the value of the signal? E square. So at t, so that means this signal starts at e square. At t is equal to infinity, the signal amplitude reaches to infinity. The signal amplitude reaches to infinity. So this is the nature of signal you have to plot. So you can see that the signal exists only for positive values of t. So therefore, which kind of signal this is? There is no, that means x of t is equal to 0. We can see that x of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0. X of t is equal to 0. So the signal exists only for t greater than or equal to 0. So therefore, what kind of signal this is? It is a causal signal. It is a causal signal. Identifying the signal is very important. It is a causal signal. That means if the signal exists only for t greater than or equal to 0. So let us see the second question. Question number B. X of t is equal to e power minus 3t into u of minus t plus 2. U of minus t plus 2. So let us see how to draw this question. So as you know that how to draw u of minus t plus 2. It is a time reversal sequence u of minus t. Time reversal unit step signal. This signal starts at t is equal to 2. So this signal will be towards left side of amplitude 1. So therefore at t is equal to 2, if you substitute at t is equal to 2, what is the signal amplitude? E power minus 6. E power minus 6 means it is almost 0. So this amplitude is e power minus 6 at t is equal to 2. At t is equal to minus infinity. So what is e power minus infinity? If you substitute, it will become e power infinity. So therefore the signal of the nature will be, the signal diagram will be like this. So therefore you can see that the signal exists for t less than 0, the signal exists for t less than 0, and the signal exists for t greater than 0. On both sides the signal exists. So what kind of signal it is? Non-causal signal. So in this way you can understand the question. Okay, question number C. Let us see. X of t is equal to 3 sinc of 2t. So as you know that how to draw sinc of t, sinc signal, you know what is the nature of sinc signal? The amplitude of the sine wave decreases on both sides. As you know, we discussed in basic continuous time signals. So its amplitude decreases on both sides exponentially. So of amplitude 3 here. So you can see that the signal exists for t less than 0. So this is 0. This is time axis. The signal exists for t less than 0 and t greater than 0. On both sides of time scale the signal exists. So what kind of signal this is? This is non-causal signal. So this is non-causal signal. So let us take the question number D. The question number D is x of t is equal to u of t plus 2 minus u of t minus 2. So as we have drawn this kind of nature of graphs, I am directly drawing the nature of graph. So we solved many problems of this kind. So I am directly drawing the waveform. This is minus 2, 0, 2. So this is x of t versus t. The signal exists from minus 2 to 2. Minus 2 to 2. You can see that the signal exists for positive values of time and negative values of time. So what kind of signal this is? This is non-causal signal. Non-causal signal. Let us see the question number E. X of t is equal to cos 2t. Let us find out whether this is causal signal or non-causal signal. So you know how to draw the diagram of cos 2t. Cos 2t, the cos 2t nature will be cos 0, 1. So therefore, cos waveform will be something like this. Cos waveform will be something like this. So on, so on. So this is x of t versus t of amplitude 1. If you substitute t is equal to 0, cos 0, 1. So the amplitude oscillates between 1 and minus 1. You can see that the signal exists for t less than 0. If you take 0 here, the signal exists for t greater than 0 as well. So therefore, what kind of signal this is? This is non-causal signal. The signal is non-causal signal. So in this way, you can answer this question. Let's take the question number F. X of t is equal to sine 2t into u of t. So any signal, as I said earlier, any signal if it is multiplied with u of t, so the waveform starts from t is equal to 0 onwards. So therefore, so this sine signal starts at 0. This is t, this is x of t. So this is the sine signal of amplitude plus 1 because of amplitude 1 minus 1. So you can see that the signal is exists only for t greater than 0 and x of t is equal to 0 for t less than 0. So only because the signal starts from t is equal to 0 onwards, so this signal is called as a causal signal. Signal is called as a causal signal. Remember that. Let us see the question number G. Coming to the discrete time signal examples. So x of n is equal to u of n plus 4 minus u of n minus 2. So let us see, as you know that we have solved this kind of questions. So what is the nature of signal? So you can see that if you draw the graph, I am directly drawing x of n versus n graph. So 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So 1, 2. You can see that all the sample values are 1. If you subtract u of n plus 4 with u of n minus 2, the samples exist from minus 4 to plus 2. So all the sample amplitudes are 1. All the sample amplitudes are 1. So you can identify what is the which kind of signal this is. The signal exists for n greater than 0 and n less than 0. On both sides of n is equal to 0, the signal exists. So therefore, what is the nature of signal? It is non-causal signal. It is non-causal signal or anti-causal signal. You can call it as a anti-causal signal also. Now H. Let us take the H example. X of n is equal to 1 by 4 whole power n into u of n plus 2 minus 1 by 2 whole power n into u of n minus 4. So if you can see that the signal is existing between n is equal to minus 2 to, the signal is existing, you can clearly see that the signal is existing from n is equal to minus 2 to n is equal to 4. that means the signal existing on both sides of n scale. So therefore it is non-causal or anti-causal signal. You can also call it as anti-causal signal, as I said earlier. So non-causal signal or anti-causal signal. Let us take the example I. X of t is equal to 2 into u of minus t. So how to draw the signal? You can easily draw this nature of signal. So this is a time reversed signal. This is a time reversed signal of amplitude 2, 0. So this is x of t versus t. You can clearly see that the signal exists for t less than 0. The signal exists for t less than 0. So in that case also I said earlier, second point, here the signal exists for only t less than 0. You can see that x of t is equal to 0 for t greater than 0. So this case is also called as non-causal signal or anti-causal signal. Non-causal signal or anti-causal signal. So let us see the last example. X of n is equal to u of minus n. So what is this sequence? This sequence is a time reversed unit step sequence. Time reversed unit step sequence. So all the sample values are 1. As you know that all the sample values are 1. So n is equal to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, so on. All the sample values are 1. So again the same procedure, x of n is equal to 0 for n greater than 0. The signal exists for only n less than 0. This case is also called as, which kind of signal this is? Non-causal signal. Non-causal signal. Let us take one more example. X of t is equal to e power at into u of t. So let us take what is the nature of signal. You know, because of u of t multiplication, the signal starts always from t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, what is the amplitude of the signal? If you substitute e power 0, 1. So at t is equal to infinity, the signal amplitude reaches to infinity. So in what way you have to draw the signal? The signal should be drawn like this. At t is equal to infinity, the amplitude of the signal will become infinity. You can clearly see that the signal exists from t is equal to 0 onwards. So what kind of signal this is? This is a causal signal. So this is a causal signal. So based on this concept, you can solve many problems depending upon the given question. So this is all about causal and non-causal signals. Thank you.